Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be hopping back onto my perfect home build. If you are unfamiliar, this is a series where I go into Roblox Studio and I build what I deem as my perfect home. Now, of course, you can't have a perfect home without agreeing on what perfection means with your partner. Now, my girlfriend at first hated the idea of a barn dominium. However, after seeing it built, she's not too mad anymore. Looks like I have a few little things to fix. Now, her number one thing at the beginning was she didn't want our home to look industrial, which some might say it looks a little industrial. The wood definitely helps bring this back to a more homey and warm vibe. However, I think we can add one more thing on the outside that will make this a little bit more cozy. How did I even mess this stuff up? Like, how did I not notice this when making this house? I am perplexed. All right, that works. Bro, actually, how? Like, there's no way this has just been like this. I don't even know how I did that. Like, how do you mess up that bad? Okay, anyways, the first things that I wanted to do today was add a bit of a cobblestone or brick surrounding to the house. This would go up about this high, I think. Let's go ahead and add that on every side. So I'm thinking something like this, and then let's just change it to cobblestone for now because that's gonna be the easiest to do. And if we have this on all sides, it should give it a little bit more homey of a look. Just that small base around the home, I genuinely feel made it look so much better. Now, I'm not sure if I should continue this base around this back garage. I'll probably go ahead and do it to see how it looks, and we'll see if it's even something worth keeping, but it definitely makes it feel a lot more homey, and I just think that extra level of detail makes it look so good. I do want to add the same things sort of onto these wooden beams. In fact, I should probably just grab this and make it smaller. Let's see. I think something like this on the wooden pillars looks pretty good as well. I'm not sure if those will be kept or not, but for now, let's go ahead and try. I feel like that just makes it feel more complete and less like it's under construction. So we're gonna keep that for now. I'm gonna go ahead and continue this cobblestone around the little garage over here as well to see how that looks. But I'm not sure if it's actually gonna need it or not because it's just a garage, not really a house. So we'll see. Oh yeah, dude, that really it brings a little bit more life into this scene and looks awesome. The next thing that I want to do, because we're gonna be on exterior for just a moment, the doors, guys. In the last video, I kind of just skipped over them. They are simply brown blocks, and I want them to be a lot cooler. I do think I want all of the exterior doors to be the same. However, we have one that leads directly into my office and possibly ones that lead directly into the master bedroom. Now, I really do like the idea of being able to wake up and go straight onto the deck, but Kirsten doesn't. She thinks if we were to get robbed, someone can come straight into our bedroom while we're sleeping, which is a valid concern, especially if this house was built in the neighborhood that I'm living in now, but hey, we move. Now, I don't know if these doors are going to be staying or not. Of course, if our property is surrounded with a tree line, which I'm hoping it would be, that won't be too much of an issue, but we'll leave it for now. Let's work on the back and front doors first, and then we'll see if those even fit for all the exterior doors. But we might need to make a couple door designs. But first one's first, the front and back. All right, guys, I just went and surfed Google a little bit to try to find a nice door reference that I think would work well in this build. And I think I found one. So first things first, let's copy, I guess this is just rust, so we don't really need to copy the color. We can just grab it, and we're gonna change this, I guess to normal wood for now. However, we may add planks here in a moment. I'm gonna use this door as a reference, just so we have the exact same size that we already used within the build, and we're gonna kind of piece together a bit of a door. Now, I know there's a lot of people that love the full glass, door in the front of their house, which personally, I'm not a huge fan of. It's kind of scary to me because, yeah, I just feel like if people could just see into your house, like, bro, what are you doing? But we'll see. I know I want to have a little bit of glass to let some light in. This is so close to perfection. I'll delete one of them and center these, and then just make each of these like one wider. Let's see if that works. Maybe 2 wider. Yeah, I think that looks pretty centered. Now let's go ahead and add in our windows. I'm thinking something along these lines. I also probably should have made this in Blender so I could easily bevel it, but you know, I guess we win some and we lose some. I want to do something like this. Now, those aren't perfectly squared out, but I think it'll be okay. Let's add in our window. Not looking too bad. We need to go ahead and grab this and just bring that across the back here. And then we need to bring all of these forward just one little time so we don't have any Z fighting on the back. Now let's grab all of these parts and group them together so we can stay at least a little bit organized. Call that door. And I am going to spend just a few moments to actually get everything perfectly lined up. I want this to be a 6-window door. 2, 2, and 2, but I also want them to be perfectly lined up because at this point in time, it's not looking too hot. And then I might also union the door just for aesthetic reasons so we don't have all of these seams. We may have to do that as well. We'll get rid of the Z fighting with unioning as well. So once everything is perfectly spaced, I'll go ahead and union it, and then I'll check back in with you guys. All right, so I think the door is done. The handle is definitely a bit scuffed, but that's okay for now. We just did it with unions and Roblox parts. I think it'll be all right for now, though. Let's go ahead and get all of the doors on the outside replaced with this one and hope it looks good. It should look so much better than previously. All right, we're not floating. That is a good sign. Let's get it lined up on this side. Looks good. We also need to union the wood, which I forgot to do. There we go. And as you can see, all the Z fighting is gone and all of the grains are the same way. Now we're just going to duplicate the door, move it to the side right here. And then we're going to grab all of the handle elements and move those to the inside. That looks so much better than just the wooden door. I'm going to go ahead and paste those all around, including the garage back here. And then we'll kind of give a quick look around the outside. You know, guys, I got to be honest, this build is really starting to come together. Now that we've got all the doors on the outside, keep in mind, these are different than the interior doors, which I didn't change yet. Those are going to be probably just solid doors. Sort of like what's in everybody's house. I know I want to do at least this one as a possible sliding barn door. Just for like some fun aesthetics. And because it's up here on the catwalk, which isn't going to matter to really anybody else. Now, I wanted to add in the floors today. Those being carpet, hardwood, tile, whatever. But I feel like I need Kirsten's help with that just so I don't make all of it hardwood and then she's like, hey, I wanted carpet in these 2 rooms, you know? So I'm gonna wait on the interior for her, and I'm not sure what else we can do. Maybe we can go ahead and make the interior doors. Sure, why not? Now, for the inside doors, they're gonna be quite a bit more simple, but let's move these out to the sunshine so we can actually see what we're doing. To start things off, I'm gonna make the indoor doors, indoor doors, nice. I'm gonna make them white. Now, we don't have all of the colors planned out for this house yet, so that could change, but it's very easy just to change a color or a texture later on if we decide to do so. I do have a pretty nice idea for these, I think, and it's either gonna look amazing or stupid. Okay, so I want these to have like, it would just be a bevel on the edge, but something like this, and it's the smallest ever gap in between these. And once again, that would just be a bevel. Like if we had all these connected and we just scaled down this top face. Of course, we can't really do that in studio, but the idea is here nonetheless. So a very simple door. The spacing isn't really correct either, but I think it'll be all right. All right, so here's the idea for the doors. They're very simple, and I am gonna need to evenly space these because that's gonna bug me, so let me do that real quick. All right, guys, I think this is a pretty decent door for the inside. The sizing might be just a little bit off, but I like the idea behind it. So let's replace all of the inside doors with these, and that will help almost get a little bit of an aesthetic going. We probably should have made door frames as well, but I didn't really take that into consideration when building the house itself, so I guess that's kind of a my L. I'm gonna replace all of the doors with these for now, and then later on, if we decide to switch any of the doors to anything more specific, everything will be all good. So now that we have all of the doors in, one thing I noticed that I'm not gonna fix probably is that I've only done the design on one side of the doors. So when you're inside the room, it looks pretty bad. Now, it won't be too much of a job to go ahead and fix that. We just have to copy and paste everything from one side to the other, but it's kind of a waste of time to do on video. I did the same thing with these doors. However, I think for the doors that go to the exterior, it makes sense. But for the inside doors, no. I also don't have any doorknobs on the inside of any of the doors, so once you're in this house, you can't get out. I will get those added at some point, but I think for now, we're a-okay. This has been the 3rd episode of making my perfect home, and guys, if I can ever get to the financial standpoint to actually build this in real life, you best bet there will be like a series on that as well. I'm not actually like personally gonna build it. I would get the people who know what they're doing, because then it would actually work. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.